As every single human being who has met me knows, I am a big gay. As a result, I tend to gravitate towards the genre of Yuri and its many ships, and because of that, I am always looking for more girl-on-girl media to consume. A few years ago, I heard of a show called Akuma no Riddle, aka Riddle Story of Devil. It sat on the back burner of my mind for a long time, but last year my roommate at the time wanted to watch some anime with me, so I suggested a Yuri double marathon. We were going to watch 2 Yuri shows in a short amount of time and compare the two. For some fucking reason, we decided to watch Akuma no Riddle and Valkyrie Drive Mermaid. I mean, we probably decided to watch these two because they're technically action series with gays all over the place, but regardless of the reason, we watched both shows, and oh boy, these shows. Ho ho ho, boy, these shows. I want to talk about Valkyrie Drive first, because shockingly, I know, this one is actually the better of the two. For those unaware of the phenomenon that is known as Valkyrie Drive, here is the basic concept. Some girls are born with a strange virus that turns them into either an exta or a liberator. Extas, through sexual pleasure given by liberators, are able to turn into unique weapons only to be wielded by their specific liberator. These girls are sent to live on Mermaid Island, a deserted island where they attend a school that is supposedly being monitored by the government to see if the girls aren't dangerous and thus able to reintegrate back into society. This concept is expanded over a series of games than an anime. The anime follows the story of a girl named Mammary Gland and her liberator Mirai Nikki as they fight against the oppression of the school and evil people that want to steal Mammary Gland's special power of the Valkyrie Drive. Once I heard the concept of the show, I thought, oh, well, it's gonna be stupid and it's gonna be made for fan service. And I wasn't entirely wrong. Let me explain. Every single episode, there are at least 2 scenes of a number of girls groping or kissing, basically getting as close to fucking without actually fingering each other. And oh boy, there are a lot of boobs in this show, especially the uncensored version, which is obviously the one I watched. But even though the pure concept of the show is made for fan service, the show isn't just fat material. Obviously, if that's what you're looking for, you'll find it here, but there is more meat to this show. Haha. The action is pretty good for a lot of the scenes, which I honestly wasn't expecting. And there are many genuinely interesting, creative, and well-designed characters in this show. Like these 2 women who are both extas and liberators that live like rogues and are so powerful because they love each other. One turns into a fucking motorcycle for the other to ride around, and their codename is fucking Lady Lady. All their action scenes are super different and fun to watch, so every time they came into the frame I was hyped. Then there's this tiny cowgirl who is technically a liberator, but instead of having an exta as a weapon, she turns money into a fucking mech suit, and like honestly, what the fuck is this? I love it. You can tell the animators were told the fanservice-y plot and then given free reign to do as they please, and everyone had fun just making imaginative characters and weird fight scenes. The show never really abandons the goofy tone, except for the short moments when the show gets suddenly dark and disturbing, and even those moments felt natural despite their differing tone. Every episode serves a purpose, every character has their own life away from the central plot, and I had a lot of fun watching it. And the softcore porn was nice too. On the entire other end of the spectrum, we have Akuma no Riddle, a show so devoid of creativity that I had to look up the main characters' names because I couldn't remember them. The entire plot of the show is as follows. 13 girls are transferred to a special class where 12 of them are assassins tasked to kill 1 normal girl, and if they succeed, they are granted any wish. That sounds fair, right? Well, for literally no reason, one of the assassins, obviously the most powerful and mysterious one named Tokaku, decides to defend the normal Haru. So every episode is exactly the same and as follows. One of the assassins declares they will kill Haru, fails, and Tokaku fucking murders them. That's it. Copy and paste over 12 episodes. It would be excusable if the writing was good or the characters were cool, but other than the main 2, I can only remember 4 of them by trait and not by name. There's Crazy Yandere Lady, who I'm pretty sure was the first one Tokaku kills, one of the only not annoying characters, and 2 girls that were the closest thing the show gets to actually having lesbians in it. And then they parallel Romeo and Juliet by vowing to die together, while starring in a Romeo and Juliet play. Yeah, this show lacks that much subtlety. Every episode is mostly bland and boring, except for the last one. The last one is the worst episode of anime I think I've ever seen. Tokaku, and Haru for that matter, find out that Haru secretes a fucking queen bee pheromone that supposedly makes people conform to her will? And this whole classroom murder thing was a test to see if she could get people to do her bidding by not killing her? So Tokaku, frustrated by this, assumes that Haru was somehow influencing her to protect her even though none of the other fucking assassins did, so I have no idea why she would think this. Tokaku, in all of her wisdom, decides to test if she's actually being influenced by Haru, so she attacks her. This would be cool and make sense if Tokaku tried to murder Haru and just couldn't, not even for the stupid pheromone thing, but for the fact that maybe she likes her, but nope. Instead, Tokaku fucking stabs Haru through the middle. That decision, so fucking stupid. So dumb. Because now there's no justification for why Tokaku started to protect Haru in the first place, except maybe for the fact that Haru makes Tokaku moister than an oyster, but that would be an easy and quick explanation to write in, and the writers are literally just that lazy that it's never shown. To be fair, I was willing to forgive this show for the bullshit because it was dying to kill off a main character, but nope. We then find out from a line of dialogue that Haru miraculously survived because she has titanium ribs or some shit. I was immediately mad. What a fucking cop-out. I was about to praise this stupid show for trying something different, and guess what? It gets even worse. The writers were so cowardly that all of the assassin classmates, you know, the ones that were shown to be dead, yeah, they're still all alive. You know, the ones that were sliced up, the ones that drank poison, the one that was literally crushed under hundreds of pounds of fucking rubble. Like, oh my god, holy shit, that's so dumb, I literally can't. And it still gets worse. The original story of Akuma no Riddle was written as a Yuri where Haru and Toku get together, and the Romeo and Juliet stand-ins were together too, but nope. The show does that pussy-footed pseudo-Yuri bullshit where they're like, I love you, and they don't even kiss or remotely display their affections or in an actual relationship. Nah, the creators are just like, they're together because we say they are. We're not gonna put any actual effort to actually write that in, just take our word for it. Take our word, fuck my ass with that queer baiting bullshit. Honestly, the manga's probably better, but I think anything is better than this pile of boring, passionless garbage. Hey, do you like titties, lesbians, and goofy action? Go watch Valkyrie Drive. Do you want to waste 6 hours on uncreative battle Yuri bait and cowardly writing? Go watch Akuma no Riddle. Or do yourself a favor. And don't. And hey, I'm StarlightSam. Until next time.